him whatever they want to keep that anger going. And you see it in the rallies. He actually calls for, you know, this kind of outrage and take it out against the media, take it out against immigrants, take it out against whomever you want. That's what he does. He keeps stirring this up. But you have to stay at it. You have to stay at it. There's no other way.
Bring the fact-checking up to 11.
Well, if you can. I mean, if you can. If you don't break through, we are going to have, we are in it right now. It might be the last stage of a civil war. The last battle is being fought. Hopefully it won't be fought physically, but we are more divided than we ever have been, and we've got a president who is backed up by media. The presidents have always spewed propaganda. Liberals, Democrats.
So he then goes on, Rob Reiner, meathead of Archie Bunker, guy worth $500 million, who's trying to cause civil war in this country, to say that the president runs the media and that the media is behind him and it's got to stop. He goes on to say, thank God, we'll play this next segment. The video's up on Infowars.com. It's at the very beginning. It's the first thing they say. He goes, well, first off, thank God Alex Jones is banned off Facebook, which isn't true. They're just creating that idea as a wave to get everybody else to start deplatforming us to create a stampede. How incredibly dangerous is that? And then they claim the president is attacking the media, and Brian Stelter on CNN and MSNBC, all the establishment channels, the globalist Chi-Com, big mega bank channels, they are the globalist state-run systems. They say that President Trump is calling for violence. No, the media says kidnap his son, rape him, go out and attack him, hashtag hunt Republicans. The New York Times says, here's where they play baseball and don't have security. They're the ones saying, hey, Rand Paul, you know, he can be beaten. Look at what just happened last year with his ribs getting broken. That's in the news today, up on Infowars.com. So much violence, I can't even cover it. Our crew, 4 crew members, were in Portland yesterday where thousands of patriots showed up and Antifa still tried to attack them physically. And they're right now, we have live feeds on Infowars.com with 4 of our reporters in Berkeley covering it all. So tune into that live if you'd wish. It's also being archived later after it's not live. It's just that we are a multimedia news and information platform bringing you unfiltered, unvarnished truth so you can make a decision about where you stand and what you want to do. Now, that said, Stelter's saying that there's going to be all this violence, and that's the talking point the last 6 months. There's going to be terror attacks on the media because of Trump. Well, they're the ones opening the borders. They're the ones supporting ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They're the ones supporting all this stuff. But I kept saying, will they let a crazy in? Or will they let an event happen? Or will they false flag? But I said last week, they're such cowards, they won't actually cook something up against themselves. But now there's a phone call to C-SPAN anybody could make threatening CNN, which is the only card they've got is to play the martyr or the victim. It's the only card they've got. So that C-SPAN clip's coming up after I play you Rob Reiner, the guy saying we're in the last battle of the Civil War, rise up. He hopes it isn't violent when their own Antifa funded by George Soros and others is violent.
This is the first time that you have mainstream media essentially divided into 2 halves, so that you have, Fox, Breitbart, Sinclair, and Alex Jones, which has now been taken off of Facebook, thank God.
So you got a guy worth $500 million, it's reported, who's got all his media outlets, and he wants Texas American citizen Alex Jones shut up. Because he wants to go on MSNBC and CNN like the big, dirty, race-baiting, racist, globalist Nazi he is. Just like Soros, another Nazi-serving, race-baiting, evil, dirty piece of garbage. Saw Dinesh D'Souza's film last night, The Death of a Nation, and he shows Soros saying he worked for Hitler. He shows Soros on 60 Minutes saying he would do it again. It was great. It was happy-making. You know how pissed Soros gets when that goes out. All these attacks on me, I've been told. Let Islam invade America. Let us transsexualize your kids. And don't say Soros is a Nazi, and you will be left alone. You know what I said? Feel your hand, just like in True Grit, but it wasn't a movie. It was real, metaphysically, politically. So they're going to say, Jones threatens Rob Reiner with a gun. No, I'm saying, like True Grit, got 4 guys. They say, he goes, I aim to take you in alive or kill you right now. They say, I just see a fat man, one-eyed fat man. He goes, all right, we'll see what happens at the end of this. And I mean that politically, metaphysically, as an allegory. They're going to edit that. It'll be in the New York Times front page tomorrow because they are Decepticons. It's what they do. But I was saying we are politically defeating them, and it's high noon for everyone. We have 4 reporters on the ground in Berkeley, California, where Antifa swore no free speech for libertarians or Christians or conservatives are allowed. They beat up prayer vigils in the streets. They are the most fascistic people I've seen in my lifetime that wasn't in a history book or on some newsreel. They were at the incredible Patriot Prayer Vigil in Portland where thousands and thousands showed out, and Antifa didn't know what to do. They followed our reporters to their cars and threatened to attack them. That video's up on Infowars.com. We're going to have Millie Weaver, who was at the Ohio Trump rally, where they would spit and yell at Trump supporters coming in to even see it and yell and scream as true fundamental bullies. We have that footage coming up. She's going to be joining us. It is simply amazing. We have Maduro, who is a dictator. And I saw the footage this morning of the drone attack. There is no drone. There is no missiles. The fire department said no, a gas line blew up in a building a couple blocks away. Now, was it a false flag or was it him out there with his police state communist all lined up and then nothing happened? There was something blew up inside a rotting gas line. Somebody burned food they were cooking. We don't know. He goes, I'm under drone attack, martial law, arrest all my political opponents, because that's the reality of what's happening. And this is what Sean Penn and Bernie Sanders, they told us the way to do it is Venezuela, like Cuba, like Russia, like China, like North Korea. And so when they saw Maduro with all the armor around him and they put up the bulletproof stuff and they ran, the wicked flee when none pursue. In fact, let Bernie Sanders read a Bible verse. This is a Bible verse here. The wicked flee, though no one pursue, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. There you go. Just like you see with Antifa. They flee. Except one valiant Antifa beat up a man who says that he has a neurological disorder, a Hispanic man on a walker. And they come over on camera and beat him in the head. White meth heads do. The white meth heads are the heroes. Like in Russia, when they would kick the brains out of the Christians and rape their women in Ukraine and Poland. I honeymooned there, by the way, in the 70s. I loved seeing what we were able to do to you Christians. And we're going to do it more. I am a psychotic killer, Bernie Sanders. Metaphysically. I'm so upset by how degenerate and inbred and ugly and hunchback and satanic I am that if I could just destroy all of you, I would feel like a big boy. Because the wicked flee when none pursue. But when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord lifts up a standard against it. And now you face that. I'm sorry, that's just one little area. That is a ripoff of Rush Limbaugh. So we're going to be doing all of that. Even mainstream news says, looks like Maduro staged a false flag. No one even knew what that term was 20 years ago. I wonder what's been happening. See, we're already light years ahead of them. Whatever moves they make on us, because they're just servile followers of evil, they can't even imagine what we've already done. So, coming up next, though, after the break, must see the monster of all false flags coming. That was me in February 28, 2018. Here's another one just in June, a few months ago. Is CNN planting a false flag to blame Trump? Infowars.com. Because you can see him going, well, we're not saying kill Trump every 5 minutes. We're saying we're victims. When he criticizes and calls us liars, he's going to cause violence. So I said, how do the cowards at CNN, MSNBC, ABC, you name it, when some leftist goes in, you know, that's mad that he lost a lawsuit with somebody and shoots somebody at a newspaper, they blame it on Trump and me. So how are they going to be the victims? And it'll be a false flag. But I said, they're such cowards, and they know we're watching them. So I said, you know, will it be like threats or something? And sure enough, the phone call sounds totally staged. It's coming up next segment, where they threaten Stelter and one other booby, that just means pirate, over at the Communist News Network. And they're just like, oh, look, the calls of violence when you're everywhere under your own names in mainstream media and corporate media calling for Trump to be assassinated. Somebody bring me my folder in here. It's a little manila folder. Thank you. Now that I've made that point here, let me tell you what else is coming up. Tech giants teetering on the top of market collapse, which they may do to themselves just to bring Trump down, as our good friend Bill Maher said. Destroy America, bankrupted. He's got $100 million. He wants you to be poor to learn to lick his big old greasy boots. Also, why won't Saudi Arabia and Qatar take refugees? They won't take one, but want Europe to take another 10 million. Ask Polish MP. That's coming up. Spain becoming third world. American tourist attacked by migrants speaks out in their shock video where they're beating up a woman, a bunch of North African invaders. He tries to protect her. They attack him. So that's all coming up. That's on newswars.com. So did they launch a false flag? Even mainstream media says the evidence points towards nothing happened. They just saw a gas thing blow up across the street, so they got scared and ran off. It made them look weak. So then he just claims, oh, it's a drone attack to arrest everybody. Bill Clinton, spokesman, we've never had a president incapable of telling the truth like this. So now Bill Clinton's like, it's time for you to tell the truth. You know, you claimed you'd get the growth rate to 3%, it's 4.1. You claimed you tried to secure the border, you did it. You claimed you start pulling out of Syria, you did it. You claimed you bring back thousands of factories, you did it. You claimed you pull out of the TPP, you did it. I mean, you claimed that you would do all these thousands of things. You've already done like 500 of them. And I just want to say that you are a liar. I am the truth. In the Encyclopedia Britannica, or in the definition of Webster's Dictionary, when you look at truth, I did not have sex with that woman. Okay? And read my lips, no new taxes, as George W. Bush, my good buddy, said. And, of course, Obama and the rest of them that wrote Obamacare to screw you over. God almighty, it's so good right now. Feeling real good.